Starter has the button, presses it now, and they're on their journey. And staking began quickly with Fabara. Matching Tiger's not going to be too far away, nor is Good as Glimmer Brutambo as they leap the first. Then Viva Sampras flying along. Clear Springs tucked away on the fence early from Chobe. Red Samir is next, followed further back in the race by Impending with Zipper Dipper, and last is Penny Performance. Over the second, and Good as Glimmer landed in front, about a length and a half on Fabara. Now staking's out deeper around them. Viva Sampras back on the fence as fourth, 1.5 to Clear Springs. Then Brutambo, followed by Flying Along between them. Matching Tigers tracking wide from Chobe. Then followed by Red Samir. Penny Performance out very wide, must be about 5 deep at the moment from Zipper Dipper. And last is Impending. Over the next, and Good as Glimmer got over at about a half length in front of Fabara second. 2 to staking third. Viva Sampras back on the fence and Brutambo is out wide. A length away next is Penny Performance from Flying Along, and the grey Clear Springs back on the rail. A length and a half to Matching Tiger, then Chobe, Red Samir. Second last is Zipper Dipper, and 2 or 3 to Impending. They're making the run around the home turn the first time, and the leader is Good as Glimmer. In his best roll out in front, he leads by a length on Fabara. 2 to Viva Sampras, third on the inside of staking, and wider out is Brutambo. Then Clear Springs flying along with Chobe back on the fence. 1.5 to Penny Performance, followed by Matching Tiger, then Zipper Dipper, who wrapped that one. On the outside is Red Samir, and 2 or 3 Impending. Over the next they go, Good as Glimmer in front. He's about a length and a half on Fabara. Viva Sampras, third on the inside. 1 further back to staking as they make the run past the winning post. 2 further back to Brutambo. Next is Clear Springs, followed by Flying Along, then Chobe. Very wide out is Red Samir, 4 deep out of the straight around Matching Tiger and Penny Performance. Second last is Zipper Dipper, and last is Impending. 1,400 to go. They're past the halfway mark, and in front is Good as Glimmer. Led by 3/4 to Fabara. Here's the next flight. Viva Sampras is third, followed by staking. 2 to Brutambo, and 1's come to grief. Matching Tiger. Zipper Dipper went over the top of him. He almost lost the rider as they head into the back, and it's Good as Glimmer about a neck on Fabara. A length to Viva Sampras third. Staking start to move into the race fourth. 2 away to Clear Springs, who's travelling well for the moment. Then Brutambo Flying Along, Penny Performance. Next is Chobe. A long break to Red Samir, Impending, and Zipper Dipper. Down the back, staking moved up to take the lead from Good as Glimmer. Fabara lost ground at that jump, then followed by Viva Sampras. Clear Springs about to take off. He's only 4 off the lead at the moment. Then Penny Performance Flying Along, and a long break next Brutambo. With him is Chobe and Red Samir. Over that one, the panel's been flattened, so they didn't really have to jump it that high, and staking 600 out, led by 2 to Clear Springs, who's starting to emerge. Third now Good as Glimmer, who looks a spent force. Fabara is about to run past him again, and then Viva Sampras under pressure from Flying Along. 400 out, staking the leader up to the turn, led by over a length on Clear Springs. Fabara to third, and then Flying Along. Viva Sampras not doing much in the straight. Staking comes down to the next. He led over a length. Clear Springs about to move up, and then Flying Along. Viva Sampras staking clear. Here's the last flight coming up. Clear Springs on his outside. Over at staking. He landed awkwardly. He's still just in front of Clear Springs. Viva Sampras rallying again. Clear Springs took the front though, and Clear Springs won the hurdle 3/4. Staking second, ahead away third Viva Sampras, and then Flying Along followed home by Chobe. A long break for Fabara with Good as Glimmer, then Red Samir, Zipper Dipper, Brutambo. We lost Penny Performance at the last flight. Horse and rider okay there. Just clocking in now is Impending, and Matching Tiger came to grief on the turn into the back straight. The horse has continued on, so he's okay. And I can't see the rider. I'd imagine he's picked himself up and put himself in the ambulance.
The starter climbs his platform. Light flashing on top of the stalls, first of 9. Track rated as good. Rail out 5 metres from the 12 to the 300 metres. There's the all clear. They're off and running now. Jumped away in a perfect line too. Do You Dance on the inside away well. Love Call showing speed here with Stars and Roses also going forward. Abadoo nearer the rail. Just in behind them, Charcoal Jess is racing fourth in the early part. Myontic a little bit wide, followed by Do You Dance on the inside midfield. Bizamoir goes up midfield, 1 off the fence, a length and a half away, Lady Joffa. And they're being followed behind them there by Star Brody, who's deep out. Lady Tonya in the middle. Madame Gribben well back, and China Magic last of all, about 8 lengths off the lead. It's Stars and Roses the leader. Coming on off the back. Down the side they come a length in front here from Love Call. On the inside was Abadoo. Sharkle Jess is 3 wide, followed behind them there by Bizet Moi. Then came Do You Dance in behind them. Myontix about 5 lengths off the lead. Star Brody give it a cut with a whip, followed by China Magic. Well back was Lady Joffa with Madame Gribben, and last of all was Lady Tonya. At the 200 metres here at Stars and Roses coming off the fence. Sharkle Jess deeper out, and now Myontix is winding up with Abadoo back on the fence. Myontix towards the centre has hit the front with Sharkle Jess. Myontix in front, though Abadoo nearer the rail, but it's Myontix in front, and Myontix will go on and score. Wins it by about a length on the line. Stars and Roses second, tight third. Sharkle Jess or Abadoo. Making good late ground in behind them there was Lady Joffa, followed by Love Call. Then came Bizet Moi, who never came into it. Madame Gribben was well back with Star Brody, and last of all was Lady Tonya.
Now they're working on the one over near the outside, next to around the next Pura Park to come up into the line. We've got $5.20 for Wild Trista and $6.80 for Grimsdorf, well on the market. But Melos is the top pick, 221.60, making his steeplechase debut today. In the right team too, isn't he, with Jim Houlihan and Craig Durden? They just keep winning everything. Marlborough very impressive at Cranbourne during the week over the hurdles. Here's Pura Park coming up over near the outside, and the last along will be Coronel to complete it. 14 fences, 33.50 metres the journey. Coronel coming up. Melos has a middle gate. Here's Coronel now linking up, and the field is set to go. The Redditch steeplechase to get racing underway at Sandown. Gates are back, they're off. Melos jumped well, so did the Big Grey. Alongside him, Grimsdorf, and away quickly Pura Park and Wild Trista. Lake Thor dropped out towards the tail end early in company with Yo-Yo Joe. Melos has drifted back a bit too. As they come to the first of 14, it's Wild Trista and Grimsdorf near the inside. Coronel a bit wider out third, followed by Pura Park, and then Knock It Off down near the inside, being trailed by Token. Melos is on his outside as they leap that, followed by around the neck Art and Les Lake Thor, and outside him is Yo-Yo Joe. So Grimsdorf swings into the lane now for the 5 down the running with a lead of a couple of lengths from second. Knock It Off. Token over on the inside of him, and Wild Trista is deeper out as they go to the third fence in the race. Melos just behind them, running about fifth or so. Pura Park wide out from Coronel. Art and Les around the neck as they go over this one. And back to the tail end, Yo-Yo Joe in company with Lake Thor. Grimsdorf, the leader, comes towards the third one in the lane. Put a couple of shorties in at it. He lands about a half to 3/4 clear from Knock It Off, going up to just about join him as they come towards the fourth one in the lane. Grimsdorf, Knock It Off, jump and land together. In third placing then is Pura Park over on the outside, being trailed by Token 3 lengths away on the rail as they go to the seventh fence in the race. Token followed by Wild Trista. In behind them, Melos on the rails, and then came around the neck Art and Les Coronel. 3 or 4 lengths to Yo-Yo Joe as they leave the straight now, and Lake Thor sees them all. They go onto the course proper for a short distance here before heading out to climb the hill at the back of the course, and Grimsdorf made play. Pura Park is a neck away and 3 lengths back in third placing. Knock It Off. Token enjoys a good run fourth the inside. Trailing him 3 lengths back is the favourite Melos. Wild Trista is around him, and they're followed a length and a half further back by Coronel, Art and Les, and then 2 lengths to around the neck Yo-Yo Joe and 2 to Lake Thor. They're about to leave the course proper and head out to the hill at the back of the track, with Grimsdorf climbing up the hill now, the leader. A length and a half clear at the first of the double at the foot of the rise. Over it he goes in front. Grimsdorf in front by a length and a half. Pura Park. Token, and Melos starts his move now. He's moved up to third, followed by Knock It Off and Wild Trista. Grimsdorf's rider's in trouble. I think the reins have broken. There's a rein dangling there. Something certainly has come adrift on Grimsdorf's gear, and he's had to be pulled out of the race when leading. What a terrible tragedy there. Now they're up on top of the hill. Melos is left in front at the double up there, and he lands by a neck. Melos the favourite, clear from Pura Park. 2 lengths to Token. Wild Trista is fourth at the second of the double there, followed by Knock It Off and then Coronel. Yo-Yo Joe followed further back. Art and Les, Lake Thor with around the neck inside them. There's 3 to jump and Melos in front. Pura Park's been doing the business all the way up in front. He's still there second outside the leader. About 4 lengths Wild Trista. Token still hasn't been asked for the big run over on the rails. And behind it 2 lengths away, Knock It Off and then Coronel and Yo-Yo Joe, followed by Lake Thor. And well back is around the neck, and Art and Les is last at the third last one now, and Pura Park has taken a slender lead. Melos is still with him over it though. He jumped it very well. Melos comes towards the second last, again a narrow leader. At the second last, Melos over it in front, drawing a length clear now from Pura Park and 2 Wild Trista. Lake Thor's come from last. He's starting to really close on them, and then follows Token, and Yo-Yo Joe is starting to make some ground, but Melos kicked 3 lengths in front round the turn from Wild Trista and Lake Thor. At the last now, Melos comes to the 14th jump. Oh, he wrapped the top of it a bit, lands by 2. Durden had a look across the shoulder. Wild Trista and Lake Thor are right there. Melos in front at the 200. He's kicked out by 2. He looked home. Lake Thor, Wild Trista try hard, but Melos responds to the whip, draws clear, and the favourite takes the Redditch steeplechase. Melos scores well, eased up by 3. Oh, great go the minus. Nothing between Lake Thor, the outside, Wild Trista. Well clear of Yo-Yo Joe around the neck, Token and Coronel. A gap Pura Park, who ran a good race before running out of puff, and then a long break to knock it off. And Art and Les was last to finish. Grimsdorf had to...
Number 4, the winner, the favourite home in the first at Sandown. The steeple had a good win to Melos at 2:21.
Is ready. Race 2 over the 1400. Argyle's Reign drawn close to the inside. Runs the favourite. Racing now, Argyle's Reign, one of the best to begin. Missing it was I'm a Cell. Argyle's Reign pushing through on the inside with Hurricane Grey. Morspec has got some pace with Super Snoop, and then followed by Netley. Espoir booting through now on the inside of Horses, followed next out deep by Road Shark. With them is Axel Foley, followed next in the field by Wish Upon Lolita's Spirit. Second last is King's Court and 2 to I'm a Cell. Espoir has the lead, 1,000 out by a half length. Morspec out deep is around the outside of Rap Queen, Argyle's Reign. A length to Hurricane Grey, followed by Wish Upon with Super Snoop, 1.5 to Road Shark. Out wider is Netley, followed by King's Court, Lolita's Spirit, 1.5 to Axel Foley, and last of all off the back is I'm a Cell. 700 out, Espoir with his head in front. From Morspec the outside, 2 to Argyle's Reign. A length to Rap Queen, then Wish Upon, followed by Super Snoop and Hurricane Grey. A length to Road Shark, followed by King's Court, Lolita's Spirit. Netley's lost ground there, followed by I'm a Cell, and last is Axel Foley. Before the turn, Espoir headed by Morspec. Argyle's Reign out wider, 2 to Super Snoop, and then followed by Rap Queen and Wish Upon into the straight. It's Morspec and Argyle's Reign. Favourite took the front down to the 200, Argyle's Reign. Out after him is Rap Queen. Super Snoop making ground from Morspec. Argyle's Reign in front. Super Snoop and Rap Queen on the outside are trying to close. They are. Argyle's Reign not finding much. Rap Queen, and in the centre Super Snoop. Super Snoop took the front. Super Snoop about a half neck. Rap Queen third, Argyle's Reign. A break to Morspec with Wish Upon, King's Court, Hurricane Grey. Then Netley, followed by Road Shark, Lolita's Spirit, I'm a Cell. A break Espoir, and last in with
With 2 on the card. All clear. Gates back. They're off and running now. Jumped away in a fair line. Premiership Lass on the inside showing some speed. Mr Sundance and Imposing Native from out wide is going forward and taking it up. Imposing Native with a surge to run. Leads out by 2.5 to Mr Sundance. Sovereign Tyres goes up 3 deep third. Then came Premiership Lass fourth back on the inside. 1 off the fence, a half away is Eurocino. Bold Reflex was caught 3 deep in the early part as they go towards the back. A length and a half away at Toner, followed by Solanza on the inside. And they're being followed well back there by Swift Reef, who's back fourth last end wide. In behind those Dream Lord, followed by Bold Reflex, and last of all a length away is Princess Marauding. They string out as they go towards the back with 1,250 metres left to go, and it's Imposing Native in front. Imposing Native by about 2 or 3 lengths to Bold Reflex. Back on the inside, a half away, Mr Sundance. 2 further back, Sovereign Tyres, followed by Swift Reef, who now improves to be uprunning midfield. 1 off the fence around the outside of Premiership Lass. Then came Eurocino, 1 off the fence around the outside of Solanza. A Toner behind those. Then came Best Mate. In behind those, then we've got Dream Lord, and a length away last of all was Princess Marauding. Heading towards the 850 metre mark, and still Imposing Native in front. Imposing Native leads by about 2 or 3 lengths from Mr Sundance. Bold Reflex on his outside is third, a length and a half away, Sovereign Tyres. Premiership Lass back on the inside is making ground, followed by Swift Reef, about 6 off the lead. Then came Solanza, who's back in the middle. Eurocino behind those, followed there by Best Mate. Bold Reflex is losing ground quickly. It's gone back last. A Toner in front of it with Dream Lord and Princess Marauding. It's Imposing Native as they run towards the turn. Just in front here from Sovereign Ties, who quickly claims it now. Sovereign Ties has run to the front. Imposing Native gone, and now Swift Reef out towards the centre of the track of the 250 is going up to tackle Sovereign Ties. It's Swift Reef now reaching the lead inside the 200. Got two in front from Sovereign Ties. Then Premiership Lass Salanza down the outside, Princess Marauding. But the favourites Home and Hose, and it's a soft win for Swift Reef. Swift Reef wins it by 3 lengths. Second, Sovereign Ties. Third, Premiership Lass. Then came Salanza, Princess Marauding in behind those, followed at the head of the others there by Best Mate, and they were being followed in by Dream Lord. Imposing Native behind those, followed by a Toner. And then came Mr. Sundance. Well back was Uracino, and Bold Reflex was under pressure a long way from home. He's run last.
Northern Powered on the inside, all clears through. They're off. And Northern Powered slow to move, settled at the back with Yuma Waller, and first out Colette Cuter headed immediately by Damascus Road. Sir Swayze sits in third with Nightly Sword on his outside. 2 lengths away fifth Beige Hunk, followed by Steppens, and behind those is Aussie Dapper. On the outside Yuma Waller is travelling 3 wide and about 3 to 4 lengths to Northern Powered. 900 to go, and Damascus Road is setting the tempo, and it's a good one too. He's a length and a half clear. The favourite Sir Swayze is second outside of Colette Cuter, and about 2 lengths further back is Nightly Sword. 1.5 to Steppens and Beige Hunk. Another length and a half Aussie Dapper. Northern Poet's got up on the inside, and Yuma Waller's last of all. Nearing the 600 metres now, Damascus Road a length and a half clear. Swayze second, Colette Cuter, a neck back third the inside, and one Nightly Sword. 1.5 Steppens, Beige Hunk together, followed by Aussie Dapper hard ridden, Northern Poet and Yuma Waller. Damascus Road corners about a length in front of Sir Swayze, travelling okay at the top of the straight. Colette Cuter trying to ease off the hills now, is coming home fairly well from Nightly Sword, and then Beige Hunk. Sir Swayze up to Damascus Road as they got to the 250. He takes the lead and drew a length and a half clear. Colette Cuter's coming home fairly only, and then Steppens and Beige Hunk. Sir Swayze at the 100, more than 2 clear. And for Damien Oliver, it's Sir Swayze to score well. Colette Cuter gets second, 2 lengths away. The winner eased up. Beige Hunk got third, and a photo to Steppens and Damascus Road. Then came Northern Poet and Nightly Sword together, with a gap Yuma Waller, and Aussie Dapper dropped out to last. Number 3, Sir Swayze.
Favourite Ollie's Folly at $5.30. First up today, off and running now. Little slow out was Lady Nora. Beginning fast is Halle Bray with Mr. Lancelot. Instinctive's got some pace as well. So too Almatraz. Driving through is the first starter, Autumn Jewel. Hitchcock Woods in that leading group as well with Halle Bray. Behind them is Batesford. Ollie's Folly out deep. Lady Nora pushing through on the inside now, followed by My Bay Boy. A length further back then to Blue Tint. Dropping out to be about third last, Duo Rama with Melpin. And last is Contest. Are about to work off the back. In front, Almatraz led by about a neck. From on the outside of it there, moving up out wider is Mr. Lancelot. There's another one in the centre, that's Halle Bray. A length further back behind them is Hitchcock Woods, followed by Batesford, Autumn Jewel. Next, My Bay Boy. Ollie's Folly's been wide all the way around Blue Tint. Then Lady Nora, Instinctive. Melpin well back with Comtessa, and Duo Rama into the straight. And Mr. Lancelot with Halle Bray take the lead. Hitchcock Woods is getting a run in the centre. Running on is My Bay Boy. Hitchcock Woods, though, exploded to the lead at the 150. Halle Bray out after him. Coming home late is Batesford with My Bay Boy. Hitchcock Woods in front. My Bay Boy driving at him late. Missed him. Hitchcock Woods has won by a head to My Bay Boy. Third might be Halle Bray just in front of Batesford. Followed home by Ollie's Folly. Next in Melpin with Blue Tint. A break to Mr. Lancelot. Lady Nora, Instinctive. Next home was Comtessa, with them Duo Rama. Autumn Jewel weakened out and was back at the tail with Almatraz. Hitchcock Woods, number 4. Sean Harrison is first, trained by Darren Colpin. It's having its first start, I think, for Darren today. Formerly trained this galloper Hitchcock Woods by Dennis Goulding, who...
The field is set to run. Starter on the platform. Just about set to run. The gate's back. They're off and running now. Jester's gun down on the inside away fairly with Ritual Appeal. Scenic David showing speed. From out wide, Hanover Township going forward with Zuaznabar. It's Ritual Appeal taking it up with a circuit to run. Going out of the straight now. Leads by a length and a half. Jester's Gun back on the inside. His outside was Scenic David and Zuaznabar. Wider out is going forward with Hanover Township 3 deep. 4 wide was De Gaulle, and it's a good go for the early lead. De Gaulle working across now from out wide, takes it up. De Gaulle in front now. A length and a half in front with 1400 to go from Ritual Appeal. 2 further back, Zuaznabar. Hanover Township still wide, now gets in. Still 3 out though, the favourite Hanover Township. Jester's Gun goes up on the inside 5th. A length away, Scenic David, followed by Raquel My Girl, who's also wide. 2 lengths away, Ultimate Sensation, followed by Dance for Money. A length and a half away, Loose Truth, followed by Soprayer and Top Monty. Last of all, De Gaulle the leader as they go down the back of the 1,000 metres and slows the tempo right up now. De Gaulle leads out by a length and a half. Ritual Appeal. Hanover Township went up the outside 3rd and Jester's Gun back on the inside 4th. A length and a half away then Scenic David. Raquel My Girl is now improving around the field 3 deep. Midfield was Zuaznabar, followed by Dance for Money at the 800 metres. They're being followed by Ultimate Sensation back on the inside. 2 lengths away, given a cut with the whip was Loose Truth, followed by Soprayer, and 2 last of all was Top Monty. Coming off the back now, it's Ritual Appeal in front from Raquel My Girl, who now goes up the outside to hit the front. Raquel My Girl joining Ritual Appeal. Hanover Township 3rd. Zuaznabar pulling out 4 deep, and they're being followed in behind them there by Scenic David. Back with De Gaulle. Dance for Money wider out. Ultimate Sensation well back with Jester's Gun, who's gone on the point of the turn now. It's Raquel My Girl. Will on the outside, Zuaznabar. Dance for Money 2 lengths away, and then Hanover Township, Scenic David. Raquel My Girl, Zuaznabar, Hanover Township and Scenic David back near the rails. It's Zuaznabar with Raquel My Girl, then Scenic David getting through. Zuaznabar and Raquel My Girl. Scenic David nearer the fence is coming on now. Scenic David, Zuaznabar, they hit it. Give it to Scenic David, I think. Scenic David from Zuaznabar and close up 3rd, Raquel My Girl. A great go to the 3rd. A good gap on the field, then Dance for Money, followed at the head of the others by Hanover Township. Now being followed in there, well back in the race by Jester's Gun, then Ultimate Sensation. Further back in the field, Loose Truth. Now being followed in by De Gaulle, Top Monty. Well back was Ritual Appeal, who weakened, and back near the tail was Soprayer.
All in now and racing. And Natasi, one of the first out. Epigram and Joffa Gem both began quickly. Gotham Ruler showing some pace. Bellavita drifts back early, and also Earth, Wind and Fire, who's starting to push through. And Joffa Rissa's behind those. Chirac had dropped out to be last of all. Now Rocky Jester found the rails in the lead. Ahead of Gotham Ruler, and wider out as Natasi going up. On their outside too is Bishop's Court. Walk on Ice very deep. Joffa Gem is pushing up in that centre, so it's about 5 across the track. Just behind those horses as they corner is Earth, Wind and Fire. Bellavita over on the inside, and then came Joffa Riss looking for somewhere to go. Bishop's Court is out wide and under the whip, and Jester's a long way back. Gotham Ruler burst to the front near the 200. Natasi and Bishop's Court are running on, followed by Joffa Riss. It's Gotham Ruler in front of Joffa Gem and Green Bishop's Court on the outside, but Gotham Ruler's 2 lengths clear and holds them at bay, and Gotham Ruler goes on to win. Gotham Ruler first. Joffa Gem might have got second. Streamline flashed home. It's in a photo there. Bishop's Court outside them, and then Bellavita, followed by Natasi. Just behind those, Joffa Riss and Epigram, trailed by Walk on Ice, and further back was Earth, Wind and Fire. Jest a long way from them, followed by Chirac, and after showing pace, dropping out to last to finish is Rocky Jester.
Start 2, Storm Blaze is ridden for pace early on with Bright Poppy. Norley Park is going up towards the front as well. Just in behind them is Must Do More. Out wider is Sterling. Around the outside of Katusha, then Empire Day. A couple further back to Very Vivid, Poetic Fortune, and Crenshaw drops out to last. Out of the straight, Norley Park's able to keep the lead from Storm Blaze. A length and a half, Empire Day third on the inside. Bright Poppy is wide out around Katusha, and 4 deep is Sterling as they travel towards the back. They try to slow down. In fact, Norley Park wants to run off the track and take Sterling with it. As they turn towards the back, it's almost a line of 4 with Norley Park, who's very hard to control for the rider, being joined by Katusha on the fence. Storm Blaze 3 out, 4 wide still is Sterling. A length to Empire Day, who's just camped on the leaders at the moment. Then Bright Poppy. Poetic Fortune is next with Much Do More, followed further back by Crenshaw and Very Vivid. Only 5 lengths covers them though towards the 800 mark, and Norley Park just in front of Katusha. A length and a half, Empire Day, Poetic Fortune, and 3 out is Storm Blaze. 1 1.5 to Bright Poppy. With those runners is Sterling, Very Vivid back on the fence from Crenshaw. And last is Must Do More, the top weight. Working off the back, Norley Park with Katusha, Storm Blaze 3 deep. Empire Day's got a beautiful run through on the fence as Norley Park wants to run off the track on the turns. And then Poetic Fortune followed by Bright Poppy, Sterling. Crenshaw hooks out very deep from Very Vivid, Must Do More. Around the turn it's Katusha, Empire Day and Storm Blaze wider out. Norley Park is going to be eased out of the race. Then Poetic Fortune, Bright Poppy, Crenshaw right out in the car park. 200 out and Storm Blaze going up to join Empire Day, Poetic Fortune, and Very Vivid hasn't gone round a horse. It started through on the inside to take the lead now from Poetic Fortune. Wide out is Must Do More coming from the clouds, but Very Vivid gets in a length and a half to Must Do More. Third home, it might be Poetic Fortune from Storm Blaze, but it will be a photo. A break to Empire Day from Crenshaw. Next in Katusha, a break to Bright Poppy with Sterling. And Norley Park wanted to run off the track on both of the turns and has pulled up last of all.
All clear. Gates back, they're racing now. And Tirana down on the inside stepped away cleanly. Spoils has got some speed. Rio Rita going forward here. Wider out was Shan Rower with Mitchell going forward, twigged on. And the widest runner is Northern Sentry, showing good speed to get across the field. And as they go out of the straight here, Northern Sentry takes it up from Rio Rita. Mitchell now goes up third the outside, followed by Apollon wide. They're being followed by Shan Rower on the inside, twigged on midfield. Orchid Laces wide, followed by Go Cruise Spoils. In behind those, fourth last on the outside was Green Seas, a length and a half away Bergen Lass, and three last of all Tirana as they go to the back. With 1,300 metres to go, Northern Sentry showed good speed early to lead. Leads out a length here from Apollon. One back third, Mitchell on the inside. A similar margin in the field, Orchid Lace, followed by Rio Rita, who's 2 lengths away. A half away Twig, 2 further back in the field, Shan Rower with Go Cruise. 2 lengths away up on the outside. Next was Green Sea. Spoils the favourite back fourth last. They're being followed by Bergen Lass and 3 last of all Tirana. Inside the 1,000 and the leader still in front is Northern Sentry going along the back of the track. Northern Sentry by a length to Apollon. Mitchell on the inside, then came Orchid Lace going up 3 deep. Bergen Lass is making a run 4 deep with 800 metres to go. In behind those, then came Twigged On with Rio Rita, Shan Rower. Spoils behind those with Go Cruise, and then came Green Seas, and Tirana still last of all, 10 lengths off the lead. Speed is on, coming down the side of the track with 600 to go. It's Northern Sentry just in front from Orchid Lace. A half away, 3 deep was Bergen Lass. 2 lengths away, then Mitchell put under pressure, followed by Shan Rower. Apollon is gone, followed by Spoils, getting through the field about 5 lengths off the lead. Well back was Tirana, sticking to the inside. The rest are out of play, turning for home, 300 out. It's Northern Sentry just in front. Mitchell on the outside, running a bit of a race, goes up on level terms. Bergen Lass under pressure. Spoils is now coming on. Mitchell has reached the lead with Spoils on the outside, coming after it quickly now. It's Mitchell about a half in front. Spoils is trying to run it down. Mitchell and Spoils together. Spoils the outside, put his nose in front, and Spoils gets up and wins it by a half length to Mitchell, who's run a very good race. 3 lengths away, third Tirana, who also has run a good race. In behind those was Shan Rower, followed by Bergen Lass, and then came Orchid Lace, Green Seas, Go Cruise. Further back in the race, Rio Rita, followed by Northern Sentry, who weakened in the straight. Well back was Apollon, and Twigged On has run last. 6th the winner, Spoils.
Ready to run. Starter has them, 1,000 metres, first leg of the quaddie. All clears through, they're off. Rocky's Pell began well next to Blofeld towards the inside. Pittance and the yellow blinkers out fast, and Rort shows pace with Queen Kahuna. Also showing some speed is Proud Wonder from an outside, Proud Fortune from an outside barrier. Royal Wonder dropped out to be last of all, and the Sting is a good way back. As they settle, Pittance against the rail lead. Queen Kahuna is second. Rort is just behind those, followed by Proud Fortune. Joshua's Pride deep but on the pace. Blofeld getting up behind the leading horses from Rocky's Pell and Cheers Pop, and then the Sting, a gap to Contracts and Royal Wonder last. As they corner, Pittance swung wide and Blofeld got up along the inside to have a crack at him now. Then Queen Kahuna on the outside, finishing fairly well. Rocky's Pell is next, and Rort coming home down the outside from Joshua's Pride and the Sting. Pittance and Queen Kahuna at the 200 being tackled by Rort. It's now Rort on the outside getting to the lead from Queen Kahuna, the Sting and Joshua's Pride. Rort is clear though, and Rort takes it out. Rort by about a length. The Sting might have got second from Queen Kahuna, and Pittance in a photo. Then Joshua's Pride followed by Cheers Pop. Next Contracts over on the inside with Rocky's Pell. A gap to Royal Wonder, a long break to Blofeld, who knocked right up to finish at the tail end of the field in company with Proud Fortune.
Starter has the button. Oh, Touch of Clouds opened the front of the stall. And now it's gone through. Claire Lindop's quick, ready to go. They stand okay. All clear's there and they're off and running. And the favourite bounced away only moderately. Mighty Ming beginning quickly. Here is Sekis. He's going across to lead with Race the Rapids. Sagrada Familia. Lake Paris just in behind them with Mulwala. Then Fleet of Me, Touch of Cloud and Break Me, Shake Me out deeper from King's Wing. Sagacious Lad. And Mighty Ming is last as they leave the straight, where it's Sekis just in front of Race the Rapids. Both of them are keen to lead though, although he's just starting to ease back on Sekis and let Race the Rapids go around him. About 3 away, third Sagrada Familia. Fourth is Lake Paris. A length and a half to Mulwala, then Touch of Cloud. 1.5 to Fleet of Me. Over on the inside, King's Wings. 2 to Break Me, Shake Me. Then Sagacious Lad. And Mighty Ming last, about 10 to 12 off the lead. 1100 out. And Race the Rapids drew about 3/4 in front of Sekis, who wants to fight against the rider. Third is Sagrada Familia. Deep out is Lake Paris. Must be 4 deep at the moment. 2 further back to Mulwala. Then Touch of Cloud, King's Wings. Next Fleet of Me. Break Me, Shake Me. 2.5 Sagacious Lad. And last is Mighty Ming. Inside the 800 mark, Race the Rapids still just shading the leader, which is Sekis. 1 further back, Sagrada Familia. Then Mulwala, Lake Paris. Deep out is Break Me, Shake Me. Then Touch of Cloud. Next King's Wings, followed by Fleet of Me as they start to pack up from Sagacious Lad. And last Mighty Ming. He's only 5 off the front though as they work down the side. 500 to go. Sagrada Familia took the front from Race the Rapids. Sekis back on the fence. And then Break Me, Shake Me, Lake Paris. Fleet of Me starting to move into the race. Mighty Ming very deep out. And then Touch of Cloud. Mulwala into the straight. Sagrada Familia just in front. Coming at him is Lake Paris. Break Me, Shake Me. Wide out is Fleet of Me with Mighty Ming. Down to the 200 metre mark. It's Lake Paris with Sagrada Familia. Break Me, Shake Me. Here's Fleet of Me with Mighty Ming right down the outside. Mighty Ming and Fleet of Me went to the lead together from Break Me, Shake Me. Lake Paris. Mighty Ming in front though, and Mighty Ming just a touch too good. Mighty Ming won by a neck from Fleet of Me. Third's desperately tied. All 3 of them are prominent. Lake Paris, Sagacious Lad, or Break Me, Shake Me. Then Sagrada Familia followed in by Mulwala, Touch of Cloud, Race the Rapids, Sekis, and last home was King's Wings.
And a perfect line too. Amstad on the inside away fairly. Now let's look for some early leaders. Bold Murad going quickly with Millamine and Quite Precise goes up 3 deep and third. In behind those runners then we had Masaki, Cool Hand Luke on its outside. 2 lengths away then Ice Regal. Amstad settling back third last on the inside. A length away Uncle Ike. And 3/4 away last of all was Mole's Gap. It's Bold Murad heading to the 1200, getting 3 in front now from Quite Precise second. A length and a half Millamine third on the inside, and then Masaki the favourite up running fourth. A further 3 further back, Cool Hand Luke, followed there by Amstad on the inside. Ice Regal deep. Well back was Uncle Ike, and 2 last of all was Mole's Gap as they go down the back. Inside the 1,000 they race. It's Bold Murad in front. Leads by a length and a half. Quite Precise gets close to the outside. 2 further back, Masaki on the outside of Millamine fourth. 2 lengths further back in the field. Then came Amstad, followed by Cool Hand Luke, a half the outside. Uncle Ike well back with Ice Regal, and 2 last of all was Mole's Gap. It's Bold Murad heading off the back now. Heading towards the 600, and Bold Murad in front, leads by a length and a half. Quite Precise. Masaki 3 deep now, goes up third. Millamine back on the inside as Quite Precise has gone, dropping back through the field. Cool Hand Luke goes past it with Amstad, Uncle Ike, Ice Regal out wide, and Mole's Gap last of all. Bold Murad at the 400 just in front here, leads out by about a length now to Millamine, followed by Amstad back on the inside. Masaki pulling out Uncle Ike to the outside. It's Bold Murad just in front. Millamine goes up on level terms, and Amstad back on the inside at the 200 now. Amstad going up to Millamine. Bold Murad gone. Cool Hand Luke wider out with Uncle Ike and Mole's Gap, but Amstad on the inside has hit the front and starting to draw away Amstad, and Amstad down to the line wins it by 2 lengths. Second Millamine, third Cool Hand Luke, fourth in Mole's Gap out wide, then Uncle Ike. Bold Murad weakened the last little bit. The favourite Masaki didn't do a great deal. Well back was Ice Regal, and Quite Precise just completing the course.
So it's number 4 Amstad, too good there. 461.50 over 10 Millamine at 380, and 2 Cool Hand Luke third at 330. 410.2 after the 5th at Kilmore.
Thong Siam, the outside barrier moved in. They swung wide in the previous. I think they might get off the track now. All clear. Off they go. Thong Siam began okay towards the outside with Mazera, Marty Zaklar. Little Miss Echo began okay. The Grey Optic Babe began nicely, and so did With Grace towards the inside. Now the favourite Famous Folly is about midfield in the middle of the pack there as they settle down. Amadi Zaklar pulling against the rider, slides to the lead over Mazir. Little Miss Echo is a length away third, a length and a half With Grace ahead Optic Babe, who's settled down nicely fifth, and 1.5 behind it then Famous Folly getting up on the inside from Kasharuli, one Umazuma. A length and a half Aperto and Witch Ruler together, 1.5 then to Danish Habit. Over on the inside Yangtze River, followed then by Fairway Lass, Arc It Up and Thong Siam. Last of all, 900 to go, and it's Mazir now the leader, 2 lengths in front of Amadi Zaklar, and ahead Little Miss Echo the outside. With Grace fourth, the rail from Optic Babe, one Famous Folly, being followed by Kasharuli, one to Umazuma, Witch Ruler, and then Aperto over on the fence, followed by Danish Habit, Fairway Lass, Yangtze River, a length to Arc It Up and a length and a half to Thong Siam. Last of all, Mazir at the 600 metres a neck. Running second, Little Miss Echo from Optic Babe. Kasharuli coming four wide. Amadi Zaklar just behind them with Grace, and then came Famous Folly, who's easing to the outside from Umazuma, and then Witch Ruler as they corner, where Little Miss Echo moved up to have a crack at the lead. She's put the nose in front of Mazir and Amadi Zaklar on the rail. 2 lengths to With Grace, and they're followed by Famous Folly, finishing fairly with Danish Habit. It's Mazir again going to the lead at the 200 from Little Miss Echo. Then Danish Habit of Perto. Fairway Lass is coming home fairly well. It's Mazir the leader. She's tied. She's a length and a half. Danish Habit. Mazir from Danish Habit, who's closing. Mazir, or maybe Mazir from Danish Habit, little in it. Photo for third too. Perto is in there with a wall of forces across the track. Fairway Lass was there. Yangtze River ran on. Little Miss Echo, Famous Folly aren't far away from Thong Siam, Optic Babe. Then came Amadi Zaklar. Back behind those to finish in the race were Kasharuli, With Grace, Umazuma, Arc It
Is
Up.
Mr. Performer. Then Legal Hand. Next is Providing Light with 3 behind him early on. And they are Voodaloo with Venderbrink, and last is Dud Check. At the post, a lap out.